Hi, you guys. Welcome back to another episode on this beautiful channel. I'm so excited to be recording. I feel like I say that with every intro, but that's because that's the truth. And I just feel really warm and cozy right now in my truck. I just got a cinnamon roll from Cinnabon. I already ate mine. And then I got like a mocha latte chill with it as well. And it's raining outside, so hence that's why I look all bundled up and my hair is up. I rarely ever have it up in a bun like this, but the weather just was calling for a top knot, and I really enjoyed my Cinnabon. I haven't had one in like about 10 years. And I'm talking about the actual cinnamon roll, not the cinnamon twist, because I've gotten the cinnamon twists with the icing dipping maybe like 6 years ago. And that's still even like a long time. But I haven't gotten the mocha latte and a cinnamon roll in like 10 years. So, Mama was having a craving and it's satisfied. Right before I was about to take my bite of cinnamon roll, my boyfriend calls me and he asked me to get him one. And I was like, what? I was like, huh? I can't hear you. I was like, dude, are you serious? I've been gone for like almost 45 minutes now, and you're barely calling me right now. It was just so like, it was just one of those annoying things. And I was like, okay, well, I can't eat my cinnamon roll thinking about having to go back and get him his cinnamon roll. You know, like I just felt like I wasn't able to enjoy my cinnamon roll. So what I did was I got out of my truck and I went back inside, got him his cinnamon roll, came back, and then I ate mine. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to fully indulge in this peacefully, because if you're a mother, if you're a father, you know what it's like to just want to indulge in something, whatever it is, you know, food or like something that you indulge in, and you can't because you're literally interrupted every 5 seconds. Yeah, so he is watching our son right now. I'm alone, you guys. This like never happens. And my boyfriend was like, "Oh, we could all just go to the mall together." And I was like, he was like, "You want to go by yourself?" And I was like, "Yeah, I need some time to myself. I need to just indulge in a cinnamon roll alone, quietly and peacefully, and just enjoy every single bite." So I've enjoyed every single bite. I've enjoyed my mocha latte. I have no regrets whatsoever. And baby is on her way. I can feel it. She is getting ready to come out any week now. She literally just moved around right now. So that was just a little background intro of what I'm up to right now. And last night was a pretty crazy time, or like situation, for me and my boyfriend. We got into, you know, an argument, as couples do, and it just really like got fiery really quick. And I mean, looking back at it today, I laugh, and I'm sure that he has laughed too. And that's part of a reason like why I just needed like some time right now. Just because it's like, it was a lot, you know, and we haven't argued like that in a while. And so basically, I just wanted to like make a video kind of giving some context about that, about like, you know, relationships can be like good, but it's also good to take time to yourself and just to like re-energize. Like, honestly, I look back at the time when it was just me, and sometimes I'm like, oh gosh, that time was so like lonely sometimes, but like it was so boring sometimes. Like, it was just me, you know, and then like other times I'll be like, oh my God, that was so nice, you know, to just go and enjoy a cinnamon roll whenever I wanted to, you know, like, or whatever it was. Like, I just, it's really good to maintain peace and love with yourself, because we can easily get overwhelmed, you know. And like, I'm a stay-at-home mother, and so that can also just add up a lot of stress. I'm going to school right now, and the class I'm taking right now is pretty freaking annoying. And so that's a little bit stressful for me. And then on top of like being at home, you know, it's just, and like other things in my life that I'm trying to balance out and sort out, and like being pregnant as well. It's like, there's just a lot that I have on my plate. And even though I know that I'm doing a good job, it was just like this last week, really, I just felt like stressed, and it caused me to be really tired and like just like needing to just sleep a lot more and like rest a lot more. I just like literally just wanted to, you know, be on the couch, quite honestly. Like, didn't really want to do anything. Even like the smallest thing was just like overwhelming. And I want to be open and real and honest with you guys when I say that, because I don't want to be an influencer that's like just coming on here all the time and being like, you know, talking about how life is rainbows and butterflies all the time, because it's not. And so I remember, like, because of this stressful week and after last night, I was thinking about like why I created my channel in the first place. And I created it to be talking about my experiences and how I've dealt with everything that I've been through, and to even talking about everything that I'm currently going through. That way you guys don't feel alone, because I know that there's a lot of people who feel alone, and I know that because I felt alone my whole life. I have felt misunderstood my whole life. I mean, I've had friends, but I never had the connection, you know? Like, you can have friends, but you don't feel like you have that deep connection with them. There's always just something kind of in the air, you know? And you can't really like place it or talk about it. It's just kind of like there, this like weird animosity or like some kind of tension. And so that was like me and all of my friendships. And, you know, like even with my family too, always being the black sheep, you know, always being outcasted. My family has group texts with each other that I barely found out that they do that like last year. And I wasn't included in the text thread, which is fine because I honestly don't really like group texts. But it just reminded me, oh, okay, like, yeah, okay, I'm, left out of that. And then that's just basically been like how it's been, my whole life. And that's okay. That's okay. For a long time though, I was struggling with that because it felt really lonely. It felt really dark. It felt really traumatic, because it's like life is so big and it's supposed to be experienced with people, right? I really don't think that we're supposed to just like go through life alone. And so that's why a lot of the times, like, I would feel in my heart like that I just wanted a group of people to like send funny pictures to, and like, have conversations about like the realest and deepest of things, and go to the mall and just like walk around and laugh and have fun and like style each other and things like that. And it's just like, I would long for that, and I've longed for that for a very, very long time, and I of course like still want that. And I know that it's going to happen. It's just going to take time. And right now I'm just in a season of like discovering more about myself, and even being a mother. I am trying to balance that out with like my own independence, and not just financial independence, but like actual independence. Like, who am I on my own 2 feet? Who am I? What qualities do I bring to the table? I actually made an episode about this on my podcast. It's The Faithful Divinity on Spotify and some other platforms. I'm not on Apple yet, but if you do have Spotify, go check it out. But I did make an episode about that, like finding your independence and like overcoming scarcity mindset. And so I wanted to come on here to just speak about this and kind of like give a little bit of an update about what the channel is really about, and becoming more real with you guys slowly but surely. In the beginning, it was very hard because filming yourself is very weird. It's just a little it's a little off sometimes, but this is something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time, and just having the courage now and saying like, what do I have to lose? Like, literally, like, and really just getting into that mentality of like, no, this is cool, this is great, I can do this. And reminding myself, as well as letting you guys know, that this channel is really about community, and it's really about not feeling alone. It's about having people who watch this channel to chime in with each other and to embrace each other, and to embrace that even though we're all on a different kind of journey, like circumstantially, we have different events happening in our lives, right? We have different experiences and things like that. But I never want somebody to feel alone, because that's a lie. Like, you are never alone. If you're the black sheep of your family, there's other black sheeps out there. and also turning that into something beautiful. It's good to be a black sheep. It's fucking amazing. You know why? Because we're not like everybody else. We're just unique in that kind of way. And we think differently, we talk differently, and we act differently. But for sure as heck, we're not alone. Like, there's plenty of other people who are very similar to us. And I say very similar because I believe that nobody is exactly identical to somebody else. Whenever somebody would be like, oh, you look just like, I would instantly be like rolling my eyes because I hate that. I just wanted to be like, you mean I look very similar to? Because there is nobody else like me on this planet. Nobody else. We may be very similar, but nobody is exactly like me. And that's just the god awful truth. It's not even awful. It's the way that he wanted us to be. Even twins aren't exactly identical. There is something different. So I really hope that you guys can find that sense of belonging on this channel, and that I want to create that kind of space for you guys, and I'm going to do the best that I can to do that. And I think that the only way that I can really do that is just by being authentic and being real with you guys. And if you are already subscribed to the channel, you know, and you decide that this isn't for you anymore, that's okay. That's fine, you know. And I really do want to grow this channel. That's a goal of mine. It is a goal of mine because I have, like I said before, have been alone on my journey for so long. I felt so misunderstood for so long, and I know now that I'm not alone, because this world is so big. This world is so big. There's like 7 billion people on this world. Out of all of those billions of people, there's people out there who are like us. I mean, like, they're, you know. So there's an audience for everybody, right? And like, that's another thing that I touch on in that one episode. I mean, that episode was really good. I'm just gonna say it was really good. And the channel is, of course, like, in the works. It's not perfect yet, and I don't think it's ever going to be absolutely. It's going to get as perfect as I can get it, you know. I've struggled with perfectionism my whole life. I can safely say that, just based off like my childhood upbringing and my parents and things like that, and I just definitely wanted to get it as close to perfect as I can. And I don't even know exactly what that is specifically, you know. I'm just kind of like taking it week by week and just kind of seeing where it goes. And I think that that's okay, you know. I mean, I have tried to do this many times, and I stopped myself those times because I had this idea in my head of what it should look like, what it should be, what it should sound like. And all of that perfectionism was stopping me constantly. Like I couldn't even post one video. I remember recording one video and I was critiquing myself literally about everything in that video, and it feels good to just release control and to just let the rain do its thing. Like, you know, it's gonna go where it goes, and you can apply that in any area of your life. For me, like, you know, after last night's argument with my boyfriend, I was kind of like, you know what? It's gonna go where it's gonna go. And that's like surrendering to the process. And I did some reflection on where I was in the beginning of the relationship, and I used to be so codependent. Like, I would allow an argument to take over like 2 or 3 days of my life. Just, you know, thinking about it over and over again. What should I have said? Like, shoot, I shouldn't have said that. Oh man, I'm going to tell him this today. Oh man, I should have said that. Like, you know, and I would let that take over days of my life. And now it's just like, you know what? Like last night I went to bed sound asleep, very peaceful. I did my stretch. My heart was racing just a little bit. But that's just because of, you know, kind of everything tightly put in a ball, you know, like with my school and all of that stuff. And then like the argument was just a little cherry on top. So I did some stretching and stuff, and I was able to just like relax my heartbeat a little bit. I did some journaling, and then I did some reading. I knocked out, you guys. I was so tired. And I slept so good. And I wouldn't have been able to do that 2 or 3 years ago. There's no way in hell. Like looking back, there was just a lot of overthinking. And today I was thinking about like how last night I just went to sleep peacefully, and I was just thinking like, wow, you know, and just doing the comparison from where I was to where I am now, and that growth really is possible, and that it really is true, and that, you know, even if other people don't want to admit that you have changed for the better, or they don't want to admit or validate your growth, whatever, like, I can validate myself. I know that I've done so much work, I've put so much energy towards this, and I know that, like, it's only going to keep getting better, of course, if I only apply the energy, right? And if I keep applying the tools that I've learned. And, you know, I also would just like in an argument, I would try to like hype myself up to the other person, like, I'm so this, I'm so that, and like how dare you, you know, do this. And my way of like conversation now is kind of like, people are gonna do what they're gonna do, but like, so am I. And I need to just like constantly, like, I love my boyfriend and I love, you know, everybody else in my life, but like, I need to just maintain focus on myself. And if people who say that they love me, they're gonna follow me if they want to follow me, you know, and they're going to like love me no matter how much I grow, right? And I just need to like keep focus on myself, because if I keep focus on myself and I keep growing in the direction that I'm trying to go, then my authenticity is going to grow bigger. My strength is going to be hella strong. And my confidence is going to be great. And the more authentic that I get, the easier it's going to be to know who is for me and who is not. And also, the universe is going to decipher that as well for you. The universe will cause things to happen in order for some people to like not be in your life anymore. Because the universe recognizes, oh no, Brittany is on a completely different path than this person now. Like, this person is like they're not even willing to like to be alongside with her. So we're gonna like weed him or her out, you know. And then it, you know, obviously that's hard because it's like it just kind of maybe sucks a little bit because you're like, oh, okay, well, you know, now I have to say bye to that person. But that person was in my life for this amount of time, and it was great. There was a lot of lessons learned from that. But, you know, I got to surrender to what's good for me, to what the universe has for me. And, you know, the universe knows that I was only going to struggle if that person continued to be in my life. And the universe does not want that for me. The universe only wants what is best for us. And I really didn't think that I was going to go this way in the video, but I did. And it feels really good. It feels really good. I'm just trying to think of what to say next. I got the large size, but I got extra ice. So I think that it's okay. And it's really good. No whip though. I decided no whip just because I was like, I don't know. That's just like a little bit. It's just a little too much. I don't want my baby to be doing like fucking flips and tricks up in there because that just makes me dizzy. So I'm gonna wrap it up there because I have an hour and a half before I gotta go home, and I want to go to the store and kind of just get some things, shop in peace. And yeah, I love the dark energy of this video. This is a good kind of vibe right here that's going on, and I like it. I love rainy weather. Freaking love it. It's like dark and sexy and mysterious because it's like, what's going to happen next? You know, is the sun going to come out tomorrow or is it going to come out in the next 5 days? You know, because when the sun is out, there's no mystery to that. It's just like, oh, the sun is out. Yep. Just like every other day. But when the rain comes out, that's when it's fun. I love you guys so much. I'm so excited for where this is going, and I feel really good that I opened up to you guys a little bit more. And like I said, slowly but surely, I'm going to be opening up a little bit more every single time just because that's important to me. So I love you guys so much again, and I hope that you guys have a beautiful day, a warm, cozy night wherever you are. I hope you're having fun. Christmas shopping, whatever you're doing, make it fun, make it joyful. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.